the ancient battle between good and evil, the Prince of Persia versus the Archangel Michael. Throughout history, religions and mythologies have told legendary tales of epic battles between forces of darkness and light. One such profound conflict is mentioned in the biblical book of Daniel, describing an enigmatic encounter between the Prince of the Kingdom of Persia and the Archangel Michael. While much is left untold, let us explore the possible backstory and significance of this mystifying showdown between two immortal beings. The Prince of Persia representing earthly powers and deception, against Archangel Michael defending mankind's hope and faith. In ancient Persia, a sinister spirit known only as the Prince had amassed immense influence over the kingdom and its subjects for generations unending. With powers of manipulation and illusion, he successfully kept the people in constant fear and submission to Persian rule through tyrannical leaders he covertly influenced. The prince understood that centralized power and control over large populations started with domination of the mind. By sowing seeds of doubt, unrest, misinformation, and schemes of treachery wherever he spread his dark wings, he held Persia firmly in his sinister grasp. However, the Lord of Hosts had taken notice of the prince's malevolent schemes and the suffering of humanity under his invisible yet widespread control. He assigned his mightiest warrior, the Archangel Michael, to challenge the prince and liberate the people of Persia from the shackles of psychological oppression. Michael, whose name means "who is like God," descended from the heavenly realm with a mission to restore hope, truth, and free will to the oppressed. The ensuing confrontation was epic and monumental. With a celestial wrath that reflected God's justice, Michael launched a fierce offensive against the sinister tricks and cunning deceptions of the Persian prince. They engaged in a battle for the soul of an entire civilization, with mankind's welfare hanging in the balance. There were no physical armies or weapons, but a clash of supernatural prowess where ideas, worldviews, and the invisible, yet profoundly influential flows of societal thought were the ammunition. Using his mastery of manipulation, the Persian prince struck at Michael's confidence by bringing up doubts about the righteousness of challenging a being as ancient and established as himself. But the archangel did not waver, standing firm on the side of hope, benevolence, and free choice. He parried each attempt to undermine mankind's spirit and launched attacks of truth, courage, and the radiant light of heavenly optimism that shattered the prince's illusions. Outmaneuvered and overwhelmed by Michael's purity of purpose, divine authority, and relentless campaign for humanity's well-being, the prince saw that his reign over Persia had come to an end. In a cataclysmic conclusion, Michael banished the sinister spirit from interfering further in Persia or any kingdom of man. The archangel's victory liberated the people from ages of invisible psychological subjugation, paving the way for new leadership that valued freedom, compassion, and moral virtue instead of tyranny, fear, and deception. Word of Michael's heroism in battle spread far and inspired hope amongst even the smallest of faiths across the civilized world. His actions proved that no force, however ancient or entrenched, could overcome the collective power of truth, courage, and care for one another. Today, the ancient encounter between Michael and the Persian prince serves as an allegory representing the eternal battle between good and evil that is waged in the realm of ideas, worldviews, and beliefs which shape society. It reminds us that darkness cannot endure where the light of hope, compassion, and freedom burns brightly. While sinister influences may hold sway through fear, chaos, and deception for periods of time, their dominion is never permanent when countered by unity and truth, goodwill, and care for humanity's well-being. The biblical account stands as a testament to how even the mightiest of supernatural adversaries can be overcome through righteousness, justice, and fighting for what is morally right. The epic showdown also tells of how civilizations progress when people overcome psychological manipulation and break free from subjugation of invisible yet nefariously influential powers. It holds a beacon of encouragement that no matter how entrenched ways may seem that oppose human welfare, they can be challenged and changed through courage, civic participation, affirming our shared hopes instead of propagated fears, and prioritizing compassion over control. Even today, nations and communities evolve as generations stand up to subtle yet corrosive influences by embracing more benevolent values. Archangel Michael's biblical victory against the sinister Prince of Persia serves as a timeless reminder that the greater good can and will ultimately prevail when individuals commit to righteous principles of free will, truth, civic duty, and caring for one another above all else. His heroism symbolizes humankind's potential to regularly overcome dark forces through activism, social reform, electing leaders of virtue, and participating in civic affairs with integrity, hope, and brotherly love for one's fellow citizens. The triumphant conclusion of this legendary celestial battle instills in us the courage and hope that no threat, however ancient, widespread, or invisible, can overcome humanity so long as each generation remembers to unite for justice, empathy, and defending one another's dignity. In retelling this profound yet cryptic biblical encounter, I have aimed to add context and symbolism to convey its continued relevance as a metaphor for society's perpetual evolution to embrace morality, altruism, compassion, and human welfare over sinister influences which benefit only a few. My retelling strives to inspire readers by emphasizing themes of civic participation, free will, hope, truth, and care for one another as humanity's surest defenses that can overcome even the most entrenched of darkness throughout history. Here is a summary of what Rabbi Cahn delved into regarding Archangel Michael in his message. Cahn identifies Archangel Michael as the protector and guardian of Israel specifically. He states that Michael is Israel's Sar, meaning their prince or angel. Michael is presented as standing in direct opposition to the demonic entity Sar Paras, which Cahn translates from the Bible as chief or ruler. Sar Paras is described as withstanding Michael. Cahn draws from the book of Daniel, citing where an angel tells Daniel that Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help against Sar Paras. This frames Michael as a powerful heavenly being defending Israel. He emphasizes that the Apostle Paul said believers do not war against flesh and blood, but against principalities, rulers in the heavenly places. This contextualizes Michael and Sar Paras as spiritual forces behind physical conflicts. Their battle in the heavenly realms is suggested to mirror and influence conflict on earth between Iran and Israel. When events affect Iranian or Israeli leaders, it is interpreted as reflecting this celestial warfare. Readers are urged to understand the profound connection between physical geopolitics and the spiritual dynamic of good Michael versus evil Sar Paras, playing out through figures like these in contemporary Middle East issues. So in summary, Cahn elevates Archangel Michael's role as Israel's special protector engaged in an epic supernatural conflict with satanic powers, which continually impacts earthly events according to the message. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share this video and subscribe. Bye for now and see you in my next video.